For 37-year-old Jimmy Onguko, running is a thing of the past. He can barely walk without support. He got paralyzed in his left leg back in 2011 after he got an accident while on duty as a cashier at the Umeme Lira branch office.
Holding chair, slid on tiled floor, and I hit my leg on the metallic safe. And eventually became paralyzed because one rolling ball was defective. The leg became paralyzed and too painful, whereby I couldn't even walk properly. So I was advised by the bosses around to rush to the hospital.
The hospital in Lira transferred him to Kampala, where he was diagnosed with a blood clotting condition in the left lower leg. After being attended to for about a week, he says he was discharged and asked to resume work, but continued to visit the doctor twice a month. Onguko claims that a few weeks after he reported back to work, he was suspended over causing financial loss to the company, amounting to over 23 million shillings.
Saying, I'm a poor performer, I've failed to manage cash offs and accounts, causing cash discrepancies. So you are suspended from duty with half pay. You are supposed to write an explanation to human resource within 1 week.
Onguko says after attending the disciplinary committee, he was acquitted of all allegations and resumed work, only to be terminated 3 months later.
They carried out audit, they changed the figure from 23 million to 17 million. They brought 3 letters terminating my service in such a corrupt way. The 2 bosses of mine who were supervising my duties on daily basis were acquitted.
Onguko's letter of termination indicates that he caused the company a loss of over 17 million shillings.
They gave me the money.
How much?
It was 2.6 million. They left me like that in a crippled way, corrupting my job, cutting off all financial assistance, including the medical scheme.
At the time of termination, Onguko had worked with Umeme for 7 years and 2 months. He could not continue with treatment because he could not afford it. He now lives at his brother's house, as all efforts to get a job elsewhere have so far failed because of his current state of health. Frustrated Onguko sounded his pleas to the National Organization of Trade Unions.
He was their worker. They even terminated his service, trying to think that by doing that, they may not pay him.
If they are aware that it's really I caused a financial loss, by now I'd been in jail for 5 years.
Several workers' rights advocates, including the KCCA Department of Labor and the Ministry of Labor, have since intervened and assessed Onguko's state and wrote several letters asking Umeme to compensate this man. Umeme has since remained adamant to all requests to have Onguko compensated.
We may take them to court, but we're also planning to mobilize the workers against them, because management, there are very few people. And what happens to this young man, it may happen to another worker.
Efforts to get a comment from Umeme proved futile as officials asked for more time to revisit their records to trace Onguko's details. Gertrude Tumusiime Uwitware, NTV.